Yoo-hoo. What's good, y'all? Let's see what we got in store today. Looks like a decent amount, no? Wow. And then it goes away. And then it goes away. You know, I don't know if Fanatics is a good idea to have on today. Let me check how much money we got in our Fanatics account. Word, okay. We might be able to work with something here. It's about you. Baby doll. Alright, so what is this? Thunder Mavericks. Oh, I can't wait for basketball, man. 2 sips. Couldn't do. Yeah, baby. Baby. Mavericks. Total points. They're all locked. Why are you showing me this? Okay, yeah, get rid of Fanatics for now. Oh shit. Crazy liquidity on the over. Promotion. Trying to get a promotion. Decent. Look. It's gone. Under. First half. Under.
Lately, I find myself out gazing at stars, hearing
I don't really like that bet. I don't really like that bet.
Mostly whenever you're around me. Lately,
Straight arb to Pinnacle here. It's weird though. FanDuel, DraftKings, like, what the fuck's going on here? Market's all out of whack here. I'm gonna. You wouldn't really be getting much value. You could get this on FanDuel instead. Unibet's offering plus 110. Jeez. Yeah, even Bet Rivers got something. Or Bet MGM's got it better. Yeah, that's a weird one. They're at 6 right now already. And what is it? Under 8.5. Just 2 more runs. Top of the second. Damn. Yeah, no. They gotta be going over. Oh yeah, I wanted to add reel to the stream. Now that I got it on. Can I do that? Let me add a screen capture.
Like someone
Occasion capture. Oh, window capture. Window capture and reel. Boom. Look at that. It's lit. Now we got reel on the stream. Where should I put it? Is that bad? Is that a bad spot? God damn it. Where should I put it? Right here? That's not blocking anything really important. I'll put it there. Alright, that's pretty cool. Can we copy this and put it on the talking head? Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Look at that, man. That's cool. That's pretty damn dope. Put it on this one too. Nice, bro. Nice. Love that. I don't really love it there, though. All right, cool. Sorry, I had to do that, man. That's pretty dope. You can't beat that. Fuck, where did I put restream? Oh, there it is. Or Patrick Mahomes, opt FanDuel. 0%. I'm trying to hit a fucking 6-man on Fliff again. It's been lit, bro. Can I get Pickett on the computer too? Through the App Store? I love having Mac, bro. Alright, let's see if I can get Pickett on the fucking computer. That would be huge. Damn it, bro. I can't. Fuck. Why do these places not allow me to get fucking Pickett on the computer? Oh well. We'll figure it out. Straight arb. Okay, now everybody's in sync. So I will bet this now. Shit. If I can make it. I gotta sign into fucking ESPN. Why switch like different seasons? Hollywood don't need a reason. Don't need a reason to make you think you look bigger than you are. Wireless, politics and violence. At least somebody's driving. All you need. I can only get $25 on that. Fuck you, ESPN. Alright, whatever. Straight arb though to Pinnacle. So that's definitely a good bet. And the rest of the market was on sync, so obviously we only got $25 down. So that kind of sucks. But we spotted some good value. We definitely spotted some good value. Not in these hills. Be here. Not in these hills. Be here. Ooh. Arrived, it was 2:10 at night. Texting, you cried. The best in your life. And the last time we spoke, if we shoot for July, you're mine, but I can't save your life. But I'm sorry, but I rarely do this. You can carry me through this. I just wanna shine like Barracuda's kid. Yeah. That's opposite shit. Clean my room and pray for this. Eat my dinner and go back to whatever finna make me rich. Whole lot of things I can't dismiss. I was somewhere stuck in a hotel room. Should come back around. -4. That changed right when I tried to get it. Often if you just don't sell, then you still with my baby. Okay, it's back. Do this shit for me, do this shit, nothing new. For Apollonia, bitch, I thought I told you. Okay, welcome. Yes, please let me log in. Hurry up now. Cups. Fifth inning total runs. Fifth inning total runs. Over, under. Fifth innings under total runs. Boom. Okay, cool. How much can we get down on this? Okay, we can get 90 on the this side. So that leaves 120 here. Which means we get what? $6? Yeah. $6 risk-free profit. Risk-free profit. Cash. Honestly, I'd fucking slam more on this under. Yeah, maybe not. I wouldn't actually. That's a good arb though. We locked in. Look, this is still here, guys. Great value. FanDuel's better, but still, I'd bet this on FanDuel, man. Huge fucking fat ass arb to Pinnacle. Almost a low. It's a 8-cent hold to. Yeah, man, that's a good bet. We fucked. Yeah, under. Could be risky, but at the end of the day, you just gotta follow the value, you know. End of the day, you just gotta follow the value. Damn, Jaguars said we coming back. Sheesh. That's crazy. Where did they come from? MLB. Dodgers won 2-0. Sheesh. Phillies. What's going on, man? Kyle Schwarber. What the fuck, bro? You don't get a hit? Fucking loser. Bow, 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 bow. Look, now it's at under 7.5. Look at that. We got a whole run. Everyone thinks it's going over 7.5 though. Y'all, edge boost is the shit. I don't know. Like, look at that. Let's say your bankroll was 2,000. And if you're arbing, like, that's gonna grow every day. You know what I mean? So first day, like, I mean, shit, bro. $750 a month just in cash back is ridiculous. Look at this, bro. If you got 25,000, if you play through 25K a day. Damn, that's fucking nuts. Sheesh. And they're giving you $75 deposit match. What the fuck? That shouldn't even be legal. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna be balling out for show in this NBA season, man. Like absolute balling. Dude, having real is on this stream now is lit. What is this? Because I need to get money out of UWager. Is this legit? Shit. Let's see if this is legit, guys. Because this would be huge. Because I got money in UWager I want to get out. Tennis. Straight bet. Okay, find tennis, find tennis, find tennis. Is it women's tennis? Yeah, women. What Jessica? When is this game? Tuesday, October 7th. At what time? 10. Okay. Tuesday at 10. Tuesday at 10. Tuesday at 10. 10 p.m. Oh, found it. Alright, this is the bet. Jessica Monero. Oh, shit. What is the risky bet? Verified the book's odds. Could be a potential error. Well, it doesn't look like it. Because the odds are popped up here. Limit $300. So it's limiting me to $300 here. So 670 over here. I can't even get 670 over here. Let's just try 400. 400 here. 190 here. Line has changed. Well, let me see the line. 305. Yeah, no, we like that. I don't care about 305. Line changed at 305. Yeah, I know. That's what we want. Confirm at 305. Oh, okay. Thank you. Jeez, bro. People really want this Jovic chick to win. That's crazy. That's a good ARB though, bro. We just got $190. Hopefully that doesn't fucking void. That's crazy though. 305. I mean, what are they smoking? That's gotta be a fucking joke. There's no way that they let me get that. Cool. Checo really just got a fucking catch. Are you serious? I had under 1.5. Oh my god. So done with the fucking parlays, man. Not really, but I am at the same time. It's just fucking ridiculous. It's got to be a complete background. No focus on it at all. Just place the bets and don't look at it. This is just a pain in the ass. I mean, a complete fucking pain in the ass. Like I was doing parlays consistent every day. It's like 150 every day, and then Sunday I was like, okay, we got a lot of bets, and I go down like $800. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Unbelievable. Like every single bet fucking lost. Fucking football bullshit. Variance, man. It's fucking killer. It ain't no joke, man. My shoe. Should we look at parlays? We even see if there's anything. It's Monday. I highly doubt it. Yeah, there's not much. Hockey's starting. That's sick. That's pretty fun. Get some player props going on hockey. That'll be something. Cool. Mm-mm.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes
Interception. Damn, on the 3-yard line? Y'all dumb. Interception on 3-yard line is ridiculous, bro. Holy shit! It's 99-yard pick six is crazy. Oh my god. Yo, I gotta go watch that. That's crazy. 99-yard pick six? What the fuck? The Jaguars about to beat the Chiefs, bro. 99-yard pick six is actually insane. How do you even do that? No one tackled his ass? First career touchdown. That's pretty sick. Good for him. I bet his fucking paycheck's about to go up. That's sick. Alright. They still haven't scored yet in the Cubs game. That's good. Yep, still 3-3. That's good. That's good. Dang, pick six is crazy. Dude, pick sixes are so cool because, like, you give the ball right back to the offense. It's kind of crazy. It's like, all right, thanks for the fucking touchdown. Here, had the ball back again. Bum ass. That's crazy. Mahomes, man. Suck it. I like Mahomes, though, honestly. For some reason, like, you want to hate him, but you really can't because he's kind of cool. He's a chill dude. Ground news. California Governor Gavin Newsom plays Fortnite with streamer Connor Eats Pants while discussing Israel-Palestine. What the fuck, bro? Now we're politicizing fucking Fortnite? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's funny that... I mean, what the hell is that, bro? Yeah, honestly, that's crazy. The US dollar has lost almost 10% of its value this year alone. RIP. The yuan is up. The Japanese yen's up. British pound's up. Euro's fucking booming. That's wild. Peso's booming. What the fuck? That's crazy. Bro, what is this guy? What the fuck? Okay. Fourth quarter. Yeah, we got flip. Kansas, fourth quarter. How much can I even get down on this? $25. All right, $25. So 130. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get 130 in your show. Fourth quarter money line. Max 50, bro. That's fucking a shame. That's a shame, yeah. Ripperino. Uh-oh, someone scored. Someone scored. They got 7 now.
My car's a little like you. It's not working right now.
Dude, these NBA games are fucking hyping me up. Can't wait to play. Bet on the NBA. It's gonna be really fun.
She don't really like you. Boy, I kinda like you. You don't really like to mention that to me. Tell 'em right I cool, 'cause no one really likes me. I'm getting used to that. Day by baby, I don't got no break. Like my car turns off when I go fast. Why would you want me? Baby, I don't got no break. Like my car turns off when I go fast. Why would you want me? Days by, losing the sunlight. I fall close to you,
Unreal, man.
losing my mind.
Yeah, the parlays are really fucking me, man. That fucking matters. Not that matters. Not that matters. Fucking Checo, bro. Yeah, we down bad. We gonna need a big flip parlay to bring us back up. It's a long game. It's the long game. What is that? Brewers over 4.5%. We gotta fade that. We gotta fade that. This DFS strategy.
Guys, so in this video, we are going to be discussing my favorite sharp, profitable sports betting strategy. It's called cross market EV betting. It's the main strategy I use. I use different strategies, but this is the main strategy I use. It's made me, I don't know, out of my net profit, I'm up over 700K lifetime. It's at least made me a few $100,000, and in my opinion, it is the best betting strategy.
Have you tried any sharp money plays? I have not yet, bro. I'm gonna get that shit though. Probably tonight. Sometime this week and start using it. I've been gone. I just got back from a vacation with the fam, so I've been away for a while. But yeah, man, I keep seeing the hype about it. It's a great tool. I've been manually doing it, basically going against the sharps, but it's very nice to have as a tool. So cool. Wish it was part of the plat package though. Yeah, that would be cool. I think maybe because it's new, they're like testing it out, but I'm sure it'll probably be, if it works, like if they get good feedback, it'll probably go into a plan. I'm sure they're just like testing it out. But yeah, that would be nice if it was in the platinum plan for sure. Seems dope though. I mean, we'll be able to test it out together. Yeah, you can start trying it. Dope. Yeah, I'm probably gonna. We'll get on the stream tomorrow and play around with it. That's actually why. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's why we're gonna watch this video right here that OddsJam posted about sharp bettors don't want you to see this EV tool. EV tool. I think he's talking about the new. I think that's the new. Yeah, looks like this is the new tool.
So in this video, we are going to be discussing my favorite sharp, profitable sports betting strategy. It's called cross market EV betting. It's the main strategy I use. I use different strategies, but this is the main strategy I use.
Gonna start with $50 per bet and see what happens. Yeah, this sounds like a good plan. Yeah, it's definitely a good idea to start with a smaller unit and just see, how things are, and then once you get like a decent feel, start finding a consistent number to go with. I have tracked over 100 bets though so far, and it seems like if there is 4K liquidity, it wins at like a 60-70% rate. Yeah, bro, for sure. Yeah, if you see those fucking huge liquidities, I mean, that's the move, definitely. That's good though. That's good that you're doing that, bro. That's I think a lot of people, when they get tools like OddsJam and stuff, they kind of just, monkey bet, which is fine. But once you start doing like what you're doing and start dissecting and looking at your data and your history and your betting history, you can start to see your own, edges that you create through the system. That's what I did back in last year when I was arbing against. I was doing DraftKings to Bet365, and I was making a lot of money. There were so many opportunities between the two books, and then I went and looked at my bet tracker, and I saw that Bet365 was basically winning every single bet. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, bro. I got no. Even if the odds were plus 365, like anything like that, I would still just place it straight on the Bet365, and I was making so much fucking money. And then I got limited. But yeah, you'll find like little things like that if you keep tracking your stuff. So keep doing that shit. It's also good to see you, man. Tove Goat, appreciate you in the stream, man. We can go and watch this video though. Let's keep listening to what he's got to say, because I haven't used the tool yet, so it's gonna be a good thing to listen to.
Made me, you know, I don't know, out of my net profit, I'm up over 700K lifetime. It's at least made me a few $100,000, and in my opinion, it is the best betting strategy because you have an extremely high confidence in your edge. You know, basically for a fact that the bet you are placing is mathematically profitable, and over a large sample size of bets, you are going to be statistically guaranteed, basically, to make money if you do this properly. Everything is based in math and data. This is a sharp betting strategy. This is no BS in this video. Okay, obviously, most sports bettors lose money.
No
The
BS.
hardest thing is identifying what is a profitable bet. Is this a good bet? Is this a bad bet? So what's amazing about this strategy is, again, you have a super high confidence in your edge, right? So you know, I promise you, try placing a couple hundred, 1,000 bets with the OddsJam Sharp Money plan. So the new tool, it's a part of the Sharp Money plan, the Cross Market EV tool. It is going to show you amazing bets. Place a bunch. There's a free trial. See what your ROI is after a few hundred bets. I can almost guarantee you, you know, if you're doing this correctly, if you listen to what I'm about to say in this video, you are going to see your results like just go crazy. This is the best strategy.
Bro, that's actually kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm kind of hyped now. Sheesh, he's talking this shit up, but I'm sure it's legit. That's pretty dope. I mean, as we've all known, you know, using that data from the sharp bettors on those offshore, or not offshore, exchange sites is a good strategy. That's cool. There is a 7-day free trial, so definitely gonna just pop up on that and get that. 7 days for free and bet, test it out for 7 days, see if it's decent. You know what? Like even going even small, bro. Like in those 7 days, because 7 days ain't enough really to get to really see if it's gonna work or not, right? You need, like you're saying, over, you know, a couple hundred bets to really see your ROI. And I think, yeah, if you're on like a 7-day trial or something, just use low units and just test it out, see if it's what the ROI looks like, and then you can be like, all right, that's worth it. Let me pop this $6 fucking monthly thing. I mean, whatever. It ain't bad, man. Oh, $6 per day. That's random. I thought it was $6 a month. So what is that a month? Why do they even do it per day? I guess because if you only want it for a day. So if you're like gonna bet, that's interesting. I wonder if you can do that if it's per day. If that's $200 a month. I'm kind of curious if it's per day. You could literally just get it for the weekend. You know, for now until basketball starts, but hop on the fucking sharp money plan for a weekend. Interesting.
So it all starts with arbitrage. The point of this video is not to discuss arbitrage, but that is a foundation of markets, and it's really important to understanding this strategy. When I started working as a trader, one of the first things they taught us was arbitrage. If you can buy a stock at 10 and sell it at 11 somewhere else, one of those trades has to be profitable. So it's very similar in sports betting, right? Arbitrage is when two sports books, in this case, Rebet and FanDuel, they're so out of sync, right? Out of the millions of odds across books, you're looking for the needle in the haystack. Where are those rare few betting opportunities where two books, in this case, Rebet and FanDuel, are so out of sync, they have such different odds that I can bet the over on one book, the under on a different book to ensure.
NBA is gonna be lit. Who do I cheer for? That's kind of I never was into sports like that. I just like to play them and I just like to watch good games. But I guess I'm from Chicago, even though they kind of suck. But I guess I'd say the Bulls. I'd have to say. I like players. I like to watch like certain players, and then I pull for the team because the players are on the team. But yeah, I fuck with the Bulls, man. I wish they were better, but who knows? I miss D Rose, man. I miss D Rose. What about you, bro? Who's your team?
A risk-free profit. So that's exactly what I did in this example.
Lakers? Yeah, Lakers are legit, bro. Lakers are legit. I fuck with the Lakers. I did when they had AD. That's what I mean. Like AD used to be one of my favorite players, but then he started pissing me off because dude kept getting hurt, bro. So fucking pussy. I'm like, what is he, man? Porcelain skin. It's ridiculous. I mean, I'm trying to support you, bro, but yeah, Luka. That shit's so wild. That's another player I love. Luka and Jokic. I love those two guys, man. Their style is so weird and different and slow. It's such a weird thing. It feels like they're playing in slow-mo. Yeah, I fuck with LeBron. He's good, man. I mean, definitely better than Jordan. Unfortunately, that's I don't even know why that's a debate, honestly. Like, way better. Jordan was fire though, but I wasn't even really alive, so I can't really tell you. I can just see from the highlights and what people say. But like, I got to actually see LeBron play. I got to see him play in person. Dude's a fucking freak. So yeah, definitely.
You can see my bet slips on FanDuel and Rebet, and basically Baker Mayfield could have gotten injured the first play and had 0 touchdowns, or he could have had 10 passing touchdowns. It wouldn't have impacted me. Regardless of the result, I would have made a risk-free profit, right? That's arbitrage betting. So there's a lot of people who obviously, they just arbitrage bet. They like the all green calendar. They like making money every single day. They don't want risk. But more importantly, so now back to cross-market EV betting, is whenever there's arbitrage, one of the two bets has to be profitable in the arbitrage opportunity, right? If I can bet the over on FanDuel at plus 200 and the under on Rebet and guarantee a risk-free profit, I can bet both outcomes in the proper proportion and make a profit no matter the result. One of those two bets has to be plus EV mathematically profitable. As a sharp bettor, it's just our job to figure out what is the play with value, right? Is it the over at plus 200 on FanDuel or the under on Rebet? And that's basically the core of cross-market EV betting, is there are smart sports books and there are stupid sports books, right? Stupid, easy to beat sports books are probably most of the books that you already use. Prize Picks, Underdog Fantasy, Rebet, Fliff. These are exploitable, easy to beat sports books. If you type into ChatGPT, what are the sharp sports books? It's basically a few of them. Circa, Bookmaker, Pinnacle, and then the betting exchanges, which are ProfitX and Novig, depending on the liquidity. So basically what you want to look for is where a stupid book like Rebet is crossed with a sharp book like Novig or ProfitX. And you know one of the two bets has to be plus EV or mathematically profitable, so the value is almost certainly 99.99% of the time gonna be on the stupid book side.
The stupid books. Yeah, that's yeah, I gotta brush up on this shit. Get even better, bro. Let's I like what this guy's saying, man.
So I'm going to give you a run through of how I use this tool, but I'll give you a simple example of a play that I locked in, right? Derrick Henry, his under was priced at minus 122 on FanDuel. His over was plus 129 on ProfitX. So that's an arbitrage opportunity, right? If I wanted to bet $1,000 on FanDuel, I can just follow the arbitrage calculator and make a risk-free profit. You can see the math on the screen. If I bet this exact thing, I would make a risk-free profit. However, ProfitX is a very sharp book. These betting exchanges, Novig and ProfitX, are extremely sharp. They're peer-to-peer betting exchanges that have no max betting limits. No max betting limits. So you'll never get limited. You could arbitrage bet on them forever. And you'll see OddsJam users hitting arbitrage bets on ProfitX and Novig for a lot of money, but that's besides the point. The point is, they're very smart, right? The people on these peer-to-peer betting exchanges setting lines, offering liquidity, in general, are extremely sharp, right? It is trading firms. It is syndicates. You know, it's not your neighbor who's setting lines on ProfitX. In general, it's literally trading firms like Citadel Securities. It's literally investment banks and hedge funds who have realized as sports betting has gotten really popular, hey, we already set markets on stocks and options and derivatives. We can make money as well just setting lines on sports, which is much easier for them to do compared to very complex financial, products. So we know for a fact the under at minus 122.
Bro, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, these people like that, these firms and shit, they're definitely sports betting. And they got fuck ton of resources and a fuck ton of money. So, I mean, yeah, those are the people you want to be fucking following in terms of models. I mean, shit, if they're... That's the thing. Like on some of the crypto, you can see like who's putting money in. At least my friend was working on a tool like that, where you could see like who was putting money in and how much and when, and like you can kind of just get like a consensus of who's putting money in that market, and then you'll understand why and like their trends and shit like that, right? And you can kind of just follow their strategy. That'd be cool if we'd be able to do that with this as well. Like if you could see who the fuck is putting in the money onto Novig, you can kind of just follow them. You know what I mean? Find their model out and use it for yourself. Maybe something like that will come out soon. Who knows? We'll keep looking, but that'd definitely be a really good strategy.
Or the over on ProfitX at plus 129, and on ProfitX there's a ton of liquidity, right? You can see the little liquidity chart from OddsJam here. So we know one of those two bets has to be profitable, so it's very simple. You solely bet the FanDuel side. You solely play the bet on the soft book, the easily beatable sports book, which in this case is FanDuel, right? One of the two bets has to be profitable. ProfitX is very liquid. It's a very sharp exchange. It has a high amount of liquidity. So you bet the under on FanDuel at minus 122. That is the sharp, mathematically profitable bet. You have a high confidence in your edge because you know one of the two plays has to be plus EV. Now, I will say with cross-market betting, right, it's very simple to do. Higher liquidity is better on these exchanges. Higher liquidity means a more efficient, more active market. But what I was going to say is this is different than arbitrage. You are going to have variance. Like you can see here, even in months like August, where I made over 50 grand, I still had days down 5K. Right? This isn't arbitrage betting where you're hedging for a profit. That's not this, right? You're taking the one bet out of the arbitrage opportunity that is super profitable based on sharp sports books and these really liquid exchanges that have grown in popularity, now have trading firms setting lines on them. You're using that information to exploit soft, easily beatable sportsbooks like Rebet, like FanDuel, like DraftKings, Fanatics, Prize Picks, Underdog. This works for DFS as well. So you are going to have some ups and downs. So I'll give you another example of a play. I locked this in, Rico to score a touchdown, plus
Bro, 50 fucking, what the fuck? 50 bands in a month is ridiculous, man. Absolutely wild.
like Rebet, like FanDuel, like DraftKings, Fanatics, Prize Picks, Underdog. This works for DFS as well. So you are going to have some ups and downs. So I'll give you another example of a play. I locked this in, Rico to score a touchdown, plus 275. Early in the week, I think I bet this on Tuesday. I can literally cash that bet out now for almost double the amount. I could just hit the cash out button, make $100 profit. So you can see Rebet was crossed with Novig, arbitrage. I could have just bet both and made a guaranteed profit. And Novig had a ton of liquidity. There was $25,000 being offered on the under at minus 268 odds. So that typically tells you, especially with regards
That's fucking
to
crazy,
injuries,
man.
lineups, stuff like that. Typically, these exchanges are very sharp. If someone's trying to put 25K on a guy to
Who's putting 25K on a fucking player prop?
They typically know something. Maybe it's an insider, right? Who knows, hey, he's probably not going to be, somebody else on the team is going to be out, so he's going to be getting more snaps. It's stuff like that. Like, these exchanges have very informed flow, right? They're very sharp. Long story short, so I bet this, I got a positive cash out, and this happens all the time on Rebet. But what I wanted to do is give you a short little screen share of how I use the OddsJam sharp money plan with the cross market plus EV liquidity tool, whatever you want to call it, to exploit the sports books. This is the main thing I'm doing every day to get the results that I'm getting. So let me show you how easy this tool is to use. So you can see I'm on OddsJam on the sharp money tool. The first thing you want to do is just put in all the books you use, which are almost certainly soft sports books. So for example, I use Underdog, I use Dabble, I use Prize Picks, FanDuel, BetMGM, Hard Rock. Like, the more books you use, obviously the better, because all these books set their own lines. They're all super exploitable, right? You can make a lot of money on basically all of these books. So the more of them you use, the better, but it depends what state you're in. So here's an example of a play, right? This one's on Hard Rock.
Bro, I can't get it. You gotta go back for a second. That is fucking crazy. Where is that?
The books you use, which are almost
This fucking
here's an example of a play, right? You can make
74 bands on better. 63 rebet. Jesus fucking Christ. 41 Caesar. This is ridiculous. Unbelievable. Yeah, I know he did, bro. Yep. Smart man. Jesus.
Make a lot of money on basically all of these books. So the more of them you use, the better, but it depends what state you're in. So here's an example of a play, right? This one's on Hard Rock. Dolphins versus Panthers under 44.5 at minus 105. So you can see this is a crossed market with both Novig and ProfitX. There's over $16,000 in liquidity being offered on the over at plus 107. So this is an arbitrage opportunity. You want to take the under, right? $15,000 is being offered on the over at plus 107. So again, assuming you had unlimited betting limits on Hard Rock, you would be able to arbitrage bet this, right? So if you just go to a little arbitrage calculator, overs at plus 107, unders at minus 105. The plus number is bigger than the minus number. So if you arbitrage bet this, you would make a risk-free guaranteed profit, right? So basically, all we're doing is we're using this exchange information. I just hit the bet button. It should take me right there. Under 44.5. And you can see, look at that. These sportsbooks are scared. It already moved to minus 110, which is going to happen sometimes, but it's just part of the game. So that will clear out on OddsJam. Here's the second one, though. And again, with one-click bet, these plays, you know, even on sportsbooks, I'm limited on. BetMGM is always a crapshoot. Sometimes they take like $50, sometimes $100. We'll see what they give me here. I don't know why they're taking so long. But you can see $15,000 in liquidity. BetMGM is arbitrage, right? Novig and ProfitX have, you know, like 15.5K in liquidity. That is a sharp. So you can see they actually took it for the full 66. So I'm stupid. I actually could have gotten it for more. So maybe I try to put another 66 on it. Now they're only going to give me 794, but whatever. So it's really this simple. Notre Dame minus 20.5. Patriots plus. Some of these I've already locked in, so I'm just kind of skipping them over. Touchdown scores plus 3,000 for Devontae Walker. His under is minus 24.64 with $2,000 in liquidity. So literally all I do is I just go down and I place as many of these bets as possible. Hard Rock, you know, I've made too much money off them. They're only going to give me a $10 max bet size. But again, that's kind of how it is. And these plays are so easy, so simple to lock in. You literally just put in the books you use and you go down the tool and you bet until you're at the bottom. It's really that simple. However, let's say you want to do DFS, right? You want to do Prize Picks, Underdog, Owner's Box, Better, you know, these fixed payout DFS sites. So basically, I've gone through the math behind Underdog Fantasy in a variety of other videos, so I don't really want to dwell on it.
Is the sharp money tool only pregame? Like, cause I know there's some crazy liquidity plays on these exchanges live. So okay, so it is. So you can use sharp money live. Yeah, that's legit. Then I was gonna say, like, honestly, that tool in itself just seems like, you know, might be a better tool to use. Because if it's showing you both sides of the bet, you could literally just place an arbitrage. Oh, just pre-match. Okay. I was gonna say, if it was live, I mean, shit. Because if it's against sharp money, it's definitely gonna be an arb, and then you could just arb Novig to whatever book it's, you know, arb to, and then you don't even need the arb plan. But yeah, that's that could be a good strategy. I want to test it out, man. I'm excited to test it out. And maybe we can maybe try to get the live stuff going, because that would be sick. Because there's definitely some profitable live plans. Or plays, my bad, not plans.
But on Underdog Fantasy, the best type of slip is a 6-pick entry, and you're getting, when you break down the math, you're getting minus 116 odds on both the over and the under. Underdog Fantasy is basically just charging you minus 116 juice, and the best type of slip on Underdog is a 6-pick entry. You can see my little math spreadsheet here, and I've gone through this in detail, but basically on Underdog, you need 6 picks. So this play is crazy good. Absolutely crazy good. You can see Novig, a very sharp betting exchange. They have a ton of liquidity. They're offering, right, some market maker, some trading firm, some hedge fund. They're offering Rachaad White to score a touchdown at as high as plus 140, but an average price of plus 137. There's some at plus 140, some at plus 136. So he's a big underdog. That's what they're saying, to score a touchdown. So on Underdog Fantasy, right, if you take a player, I'll show you here, to go over or under, it does not change your payout, right? 3.93x payout. So if I take Rachaad White to score, to not score, I get the same payout. It is a fixed payout book. So obviously, if he's a plus 140 underdog to score a touchdown, then his under is the heavily favored outcome, right? Plus 140, minus 116, this is a crossed market, right? That would be arbitrage on Underdog Fantasy. You can't play straight bets, but the point still holds, the concept still holds, that one of these bets has to be profitable. So all you do is you try to find as many picks as possible from this.
So, bro, honestly, like, you could use the sharp money tool to do the parlays as well for these DFS sites. That is another strategy I'll probably look into, because I like that. Placing just, following the sharp money, basically, instead of looking at the market as a whole. Damn, that's pretty legit. I can't wait to test this out, honestly. After learning this stuff, yeah, we gonna be getting it. We gonna be getting it in.
Cool. So we go here to Alex Pierce over in receiving yards, another crossed market. The unders plus 119. We have David Montgomery over in rushing yards, Breece Hall over in receiving yards, and Jalen Waddle under 5.5 receptions. So I think the problem is I've already played Montgomery, I believe. We can see, but sometimes they'll tell me like, hey, you can't actually use the same pick twice, which is actually really annoying, but whatever. So let's go here. So there's 5 crossed markets on underdog, but again, we want to do a 6-pick entry. So there's not 6 picks, it doesn't appear like. So typically what I do is I just then move over to the OddsJam Fantasy Optimizer. This tool, definitely not as profitable as crossed markets, but you can still find some great plays. So check out this college play. Anthony Evans over 44.5 receiving yards. Literally every other book has his line at 53.5. So this tool is super useful. It's called the OddsJam Fantasy Optimizer for pointing out line discrepancies. So I can try to get this locked in, and you can see they tell me you've already bet on these plays. I think I did it on the live stream earlier. I'm always live streaming. So what I can do is just replace it with a couple other plays that I'm in love with, right? So look at this play. Frazier over 63.5 rushing. Every other book has his line at 69.5. It's like buying a stock at 63.50 when it's trading in the market. So obviously not everything has to be a crossed market, right? That's not the only type of profitable bet. It's just the, for a fact, we are 100% confident. You can see they already removed Anthony Evans. We're 100% confident, basically, because underdog is a very stupid, very easy to beat sportsbook. I mean, I'm literally up over 100K on underdog, literally doing this. So it's a very easily beatable sportsbook, long story short. So the value, the final play we can go with is Drake May. Again, unfortunately, a lot of these DFS sites I'm limited on. Dude, I can't believe them. This is insane. I wanted to make a quick video. So here, Love's line is too high, but I want to get back to it. I mean, the screen share may be a little long, but I'm trying to just show you how I use this tool. So finally, whatever, I'm able to get in a play. That took a while. You want to run a 6-man, but on underdog for a 3-pick entry, so if I just show you a little 3-pick entry, if you select 3 random picks, doesn't matter what they are, you're going to get a 6x payout. Right? So sometimes if there's not a ton of value, but there's some really good plays, like that play on Rachaad White. So you can see underdog here for a 3-man, 6x payout. You take an over, under, doesn't matter. You replace this pick with another, still a 6x payout. It doesn't matter. Any 3 picks, 6x payout. So if you go through the math on underdog fantasy, you will see, so what I need to do is go to this little calculator. I love my calculators. So if I go over to the calculator, right, they're giving you a 6x payout for any 3-pick parlay. So basically, they're just charging minus 122 juice, right? Minus 122 juice on every leg. That would be a 6x payout, $100 to win 600, minus 122 odds. So underdog is basically, the way they make money is they're charging juice just by giving you worse payouts than they should be. So, I mean, very similar to if I go here to, let's say, FanDuel's charging minus 114 juice. For like Dylan Gabriel, his over and under. Underdog's just a little higher at minus 122. For a 3-pick entry, but for a 6-pick entry, it's minus 116. However, if there's not a ton of value on underdog, what you can do is you can just look for 3-pick entries, right? Which, again, there's not going to be as many plays because you're getting slightly worse odds, minus 122 versus minus 116. But you could have just run these 2 picks and found another play that was plus EV at minus 122. So sometimes I'm not always running 6-pick entries. If there's 3 really good picks and I can't find a bunch of other value, but all 3 of those picks are still good at minus 122, sometimes I'll lock in a 3-man. But just to try to give you some more examples.
Yeah, I honestly, I mean, three mans are great, but I've really just seen some the value in the flex plays seem to be it, because if you miss one, you know, you still get a profit, 5 out of 6. But yeah, three mans, I haven't been doing too hot on three mans, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, but yeah, we gotta refine the strategy. I'm really pumped about the making parlays off of this for sure.
It's like, okay, we did underdog.
Definitely gonna be a sick tool
For 5
for
flex?
that.
Is there 5 plays? Right now, there's only one, so I'd probably skip over prize picks. Owner's box, dabble, better we can look at. Maybe there's some value on these. And you can see on dabble, there's 3 amazing plays, right? So check out this play. So let's build a slit, because why not? So for owner's box, you'll see that it says 6 pick entry. So there's not 6 great picks. For better, it's a 5 pick entry. If you look into it, the optimal slip type, again, I've done spreadsheets breaking down the optimal slip for all of these DFS apps. I'm going to get back to regular sports books here in a sec, but while we're at it, right, we might as well build a profitable dabble slip. We're already here. So here we have that same play on Hall, right? We're getting his over at minus 122. His under is plus 122 on ProfitX, a super sharp exchange. This first play, though, I like better because, again, the first play, plus 125 is better than plus 122, right? That means the under, the sharp betting exchanges, they're telling you the under is an even, the under is an even bigger underdog, which makes the over even better. So you want to see higher liquidity and higher amount of crossed market. So here we have his over, and then we have Jameson Williams over. So 3 random NFL picks, right? So this is how you use it for DFS. On Dabble, the optimal slip type, as it says right here, are 3 or 5 pick entries. We have 3 crossed markets. This would be an insanely sharp plus EV slip. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and get it locked in. And this is what I mean with why I hate sportsbooks so much sometimes, is I've made too much money on Dabble. So look what they let me bet, $9.45, $10 max. Again,
Nah, bro, this shit got me pissed off because Prize Picks limits my daily amount to 250 now. Like, I can't bet more than $250, so it's pissing me off. And then, like, per player, I can't have a payout of over 1,000. So, like, I can only do one fucking $50 wager on a 6 flex for 1,250 payout, and then I can't, like, use any of those players again, basically. But yeah, I can only place fucking what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 $50 bet plays a day now. It's fucked. But you know, what can you do?
again, these slips don't take that long to lock in, but you know, I made 34K on Dabble, so I really can't complain. Like, you will be able to get a very high ROI if you're doing this. So maybe we go back to sports books. What are books I use? FanDuel, Hard Rock, right? BetMGM. I use all these other books, but again, I think I'm just trying to pick some of the more popular ones for the purpose of the stream, and some of these I've already bet. So here we have a different total in the Dolphins-Panthers game. So let's see what they let me bet. 68-18. And then they're going to tell me, nope, 22-73. Crossed market, plus 110, minus 108. Plus number is bigger than the minus number, which means, again, you could just bet both outcomes. Bet the, under on Hard Rock, the over on Novig, guarantee a profit, and there's a ton of liquidity, so you could bet basically as much as you wanted. But long story short, the value is on, the stupid book side. These are all stupid books. ProfitX and Novig are extremely sharp, right? So, I mean, I literally just I don't even know how else to explain it. Here, minus 110, plus 120, right? You can get the under 110 to win 100 or the over 100 to win 120, and there's a ton of liquidity. This is a super good play. I mean, I could do this all day long. All these plays take just like 10 seconds to lock in because OddsJam has one-click bet. And again, it's personal preference. You could just arbitrage bet it. You could just
Yeah, you could definitely copy every one of his bets on Pickett for sure. Um, yeah, it's just you gotta always be by your phone, right, to make sure. Because that's the thing. It's like a lot of people go to a live stream and they don't realize like he places a fuck ton of bets every day. So if you join and you just your luck and you join at the time when those are the bets that loses, but then the other bets that he placed during that day win, then you're fucking down because it's all about volume at the end of the day, right? Um, so yeah, you would really have to try to be on top of it, looking at. He's making 50K. I'll be down. Yeah, exactly. No, bro, you should for sure. He's definitely profitable, man. Yeah, tune into some of his live streams, and we'll be applying his strategies and shit, and trying our own stuff. So, um, yeah, hopefully we'll be making that much money. Just would be hard if the odds move. Yeah, exactly. That's why you'd have to like get it right away. But if you find, if you just watch him and test out yourself, you'll find the same strategy he's using. It's like, end of the day, you're probably just gonna make less because you're not betting a fuck ton like he is. But volume, volume, volume. You just want to really try to get as many in as possible. I mean, if you go to his Pickett, you'll see how many fucking bets he gets in a month. It's ridiculous. So it's all about the volume.
Decide, hey, I want to arbitrage bet this, right? So I want to bet whatever 250 on Hard Rock on the under at minus 110. Obviously, I'm limited, way more limited than anyone watching this. And then I want to bet the over at plus 120, and I want to make a risk-free profit. You could do that, but again, the value is on the Hard Rock side. So you could do this all day long. Hard Rock typically gives me, pretty crappy limits. It's arguably the most exploitable book out there. But you can see here's one on Jordan Mason, right? Crossed, FanDuel, hit the little bet button. Like, none of this is hard to do. And just track your bets, right? You'll see you're profitable. FanDuel gives me 71.43. So this is why I place so many bets, is you really never know how much these books are going to let you bet. Here's a massive one on BetMGM for game 1 of Dodgers Phillies, minus 160, plus 177. Oh my gosh, dude, these books are so beatable. I could literally do this all night long. It's like a problem. And again, very quickly, I can start to rack up some pretty big money. I literally just bet it till the end. The DFS books are obviously a little more complicated, but I mean, this is not super complicated tool to use. You just hit the bet button and you take the bet on the stupid sports book. By definition, one of the two bets is profitable, and it's always going to be on the stupid book in general. So you just keep doing that. But comment any questions. That's basically all. And again, thanks so much for your time, guys.
All right. Well, that was pretty informative. That's for sure. Probably the most profitable new strategy discovered in a long time. You have the best betting videos on YouTube, period. Tweaking for cross markets. Nice. Isn't Pinnacle the same thing as cross market EP betting? If you look at Pinnacle instead of Novig, what's the difference? They're both sharp, so what's the difference? Normal betting. Pinnacle is widely touted as the sharpest sportsbook, but that's really a dated term. That's like saying the Lakers are the best NBA team because they have won the most championships. While they are a very good team, they aren't an elite of the elite at the current time. Pinnacle was the first to use computers to set the lines. Huh. Built up a history of being sharper than everyone else. In this day and age, there is sharper places, especially for American sports. If you're betting on cricket matches, then for sure Pickett is. Yeah. Pretty good point. It's a pretty good point for sure. If I don't have an unlimited bankroll, I'm not betting with my parents' credit cards, but also don't have hundreds of thousands of shine. What do you suggest regarding bet size? How come I've never heard you mention bankroll? It took to make the amount of money you've made. Yeah, guys, you guys are thinking like you got to stop comparing yourself to him. Obviously, he's using a lot of fucking money. He created the damn thing. So, uh, you gotta stop comparing yourself to him, like in that sense. Like when this guy's in the comments, um, I wish I had more. I'm Togo. I wish I had more of a bankroll on this, like I do. I have a good amount, just not enough. I think you do have enough, bro. I mean, like I was just saying, like you look at that and you get motivated, and also like kind of down at the same time. You know, it's this because I feel it too. I feel that. So you look at someone and you're like, holy fuck, 500K, and you're like, damn, that's so fucking awesome. I want to bet like that. I gotta get like that. And then at the same time, you feel like, damn, bro, like, well, I wish I had more. But like, it's never gonna be enough. And at the same end of the day, you just gotta do what you gotta do with your money and just be smart. Good bankroll management. Use their correct unit sizes and just fucking copy, like, go copy the strategy and just look at your ROI. At the end of the day, look at the ROIs, not about the money made. You know, if his ROI is 6% on the month, you want to look at where yours at, and then you can determine after a couple of hundred bets, like, okay, I think it's time. My bankroll's growing. Let me up the units. Um, but yeah, that's how you grow. And that's how he probably grew. I mean, sure, he probably had enough more money to start with, but that's how you grow, man. I think that's all that matters. You know, like that's how you really enjoy life and get out of this shit. Because if we start comparing money and shit, it's hard. I do it too. So like, I understand. I do it every day. But we gotta unlearn these things. Anyways, that was a good video. I'll read this last comment and then we're gonna cut the stream off. It's 11. I'm getting a little tired. But I'm excited to test this new feature out, man. It's gonna be really fun, bro. It's gonna be really fun. I think we're gonna make a lot of money with it, and we'll be doing some good pregame bets. We'll post them on Twitter. We'll do some EV parlays with the DFS sites as well, and maybe we'll see if we can find some cool little strategies on our edges ourselves through using that tool. Maybe we can find some live or some ARBs through it as well, and maybe they add live feature as well. That would be sick. Anyways, let me read this. Somehow on Pinnacle, I'm up 7K in the last month. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. I don't think it's the sharpest anymore, man. I really don't. I've noticed that myself. Um, I mean, I fuck. Sometimes I think FanDuel's sharper, but yeah, it's just like test different shit out. Don't just use what everyone says. Uh, everyone says Pinnacle's the sharpest, but like, yeah, look, Plunger TV. I swear, FanDuel is for me. Exactly, bro. FanDuel's the fucking people devig to FanDuel now. I've tried it. You know, Pinnacle is, and like that comment said, you know, for American sports, there's so much data now. Now, like he's saying, cricket matches or Euro soccer, or out of any other kind of bet, maybe Pinnacle's probably the sharpest. But there's so much money being poured into FanDuel and DraftKings and these sites that actually care. Like those are the two big ones. Like BetMGM and those other soft books, like they fucking suck. And you can tell too, like their UIs, their apps, like they suck. They don't update anything. Like DraftKings, FanDuel's they're always updating shit, and their shit looks nice and it works properly. I never have any problems with them. They have ads everywhere. Uh, those are the sharp books, man. I think. Oh shit! Fucking Jaguars are gonna win this shit. That's crazy. Are y'all seeing this? Look at this fucking 1 yard touchdown run. Sheesh. Penalty on the play though. Damn, bro. They really about to lose to the Jaguars? That's lit. Oh, there's a defensive holding. Uh-oh. Nope, they're not calling it. Dang, they're gonna be up 3. So the Chiefs got 23 seconds to come down the field and score to tie a field goal or somehow win, which I don't think is possible. They're gonna try to go for a field goal. Do we think they can get a field goal? Shit, I don't know if they'll be able to get one. That's crazy. Crazy, man. Mahomes does devil magic. He got it. Let's see, bro. Let's see. We're gonna finish this and then I'll bounce. I want to see this ending here. See what happens. 22 seconds left. They got 3 timeouts. Sheesh. Damn, 16 seconds. What the fuck kind of kickoff was that? I got it on my PC. I mean, my laptop. I got a MacBook, so I downloaded it off the App Store. Didn't know it was possible, but that's pretty sick. So now we got it on the stream. What happened? Offensive holding? What a fucking dickhead. Not that I care. I kind of want the Jaguars to win. 34-yard return. Rip. They're getting a 10-yard penalty. Damn. Now they at the 17. With 16 seconds left. Yeesh. That's tough. That's certainly tough. Let's see what they got, man. I just saw some 9 seconds left. Oof, that took 10. Damn, that took a lot of seconds. Yeah, it's over. It's over. They got one more chance at like a crazy Hail Mary. At this point, they can't even really get the field goal. It's got to be fucking Hail Mary time. Either way, I'm good. I had the Chiefs fourth quarter money line. They're gonna win that. Incomplete 8-yard pass, 18-yard pass. Rip. Travis Kelce catch. Is it a good enough catch though? 11-yard catch. No, we ain't doing shit with that. 80-yard field goal. 2 seconds left. Can they do it? Can they get a fucking crazy? That'd be cool. End of the fourth. Oh, it's over. I thought they just got a timeout. Why are they calling end of the game? Damn. All right, man. Well, y'all, it's been real. We learned some good shit today. I'm kind of pumped now. I'm gonna try that new strategy and try to make some more money. And peak season's right among us, and we got to get some new accounts going and make some more money. I'm excited. I'm excited to document the whole thing and stream with you guys and test new things out and learn new things. Should be fun, man. Should be fun. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, if you don't got a OddsJam plan, you want to make some money, go ahead and sign up. Get yourself a couple trials and see what you can make out of it, bro. See what you can make out of it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.